Baby, let me tell you something. And I am going to make an effort to share my message without crying or tearing up. You know, the saying that says, go where you're celebrated and not tolerated. So, if you haven't heard that saying before, it essentially says to make sure that you put yourself in spaces where people appreciate you, appreciate your gifts, appreciate your talents, appreciate what you have to bring to the table. And not only do they say it verbally, but they show it in how they treat you and how they support you and how they interact with you. Versus being someplace where you're tolerated, where they are some haters, they disrespectful, they lie on you, they start drama, etc., etc. So that's the difference between going where you're celebrated and not tolerated. I accepted an opportunity 3 weeks ago now, and so today happens to be the 17th anniversary of when my mom transitioned at only 46 years old. So I wore my signature tee, and I shared, hey, I remember the time I got the phone call. So if around that time, if I'm distant, it ain't y'all. It's just my mind is elsewhere. I woke up promptly at 5:20 a.m. today. And if you don't know me, I'm very tuned in, tapped in, and turned on spiritually. So my mother visits me regularly in my dreams. Excuse me. I do currently practice and will always practice ancestor veneration. So I still have a connection and bond energetically with my mom. So with that being said, I woke up promptly at 5:20 a.m. I usually go to therapy on Mondays. But before 9 o'clock, I knew how tired I was. So I called and canceled therapy for today, assuring that I would be back next Monday, assuring that there's nothing majorly wrong. I just need to get some sleep because I've been up for a long time. So when I checked into my new opportunity this afternoon, I shared, hey, this is what's going on today. So if at this particular time, if I'm distant, I just need a minute. They were so supportive, so understanding. And when I tell you energetically, this is a right fit. When I tell you having people around me that not only saw what I could do on paper, but is actually giving me the space and the time, the resources, and the support to do what I do best, it just hits different. It hits different. And when I tell you this is a season of where I'm reaping my rewards personally, professionally, and there's two other categories that I know that the universe, God, my ancestors just got hovering over my head. I'm waiting on those two other areas of my life to rain down. But I know, I know that this is my time. This is my season. And so being in a space where I'm appreciated and celebrated, everyone needs to feel that. And I don't want you to wait until your 40s to when you feel that. So if you're in a space personally or professionally where you know, they don't have to directly say it, because sometimes they're not, most of the time they're not that bold. But if you know energetically you're being tolerated because they need a body, or because they see how hard you work, so they're taking advantage of that, move around. There's so many opportunities out here for you to be celebrated. So many opportunities for you to be appreciated and supported. So many opportunities for you to be out here shining and thriving. This time last year, I was so depressed because I was done so dirty in a corporate setting. And now to look at a year later, I'm out here thriving, skin and skinning, glowing, waist going down inch by inch, being loved on properly. Like, there's so many amazing things happening to me and around me and for me. And I know now my value and how to exercise that without getting emotionally attached. So I just want to encourage you to go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated. And if you're in a space right now that you can't do that, manage your mental wellness. Protect your pockets, protect your reputation, protect your physical health, and make plans to move around. Because I promise you, there is so much better out here where you ain't even got to deal with all the riffraff and the hating and the drama. And it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. I hope this encouraged someone who sees it today.